watch enough wrestling over the course of a year, you're gonna see some screwy finishes. You're gonna see some crazy finishes. You're gonna see some overbooked stuff. At the time, you're not gonna understand what the hell went down. But you know what? That's what makes wrestling entertaining. We never know what kind of stuff is gonna happen at the stunt show. Today, we're checking out the craziest ways WWE wrestlers have won their matches. If the algorithm has brought you to me, hey, guess what? I'm hanging out with you for at least 15 minutes. If you got 15 minutes to spare with me on your lunch break or whatever, that's cool. It's fine. We're hanging out. I'd like to do that. If you'd like to support the original creator of the content, please, please, please click the top link in the description. If you want to hang out with us and react to content live on Twitch, I'm not telling you where to find that. I'm also going to switch over the scene because I should have did that before I started recording. But hey, we're here. You didn't notice that until I said something. Wow, isn't that phenomenal? Little ones, get the hell out of here. I don't react to content for little ones. You wanna know why? I use colorful language. I don't want to get you in trouble. So scram. Well, we'll all collectively give you a wedgie. With that being said, let's get right into it.
These are the craziest ways WWE wrestlers have won and lost matches. Some are awesome, and some are kind of dumb. Like how Roman Reigns won this match. During Roman's 3.5-year-long Universal Championship reign, he had to defend the title against Finn Balor in an Extreme Rules match. Even with help from the Usos, Balor managed to overcome it all thanks to his Demon King powers. However, before he could deliver the final blow, this happened.
The hell was that? What the hell was that? Can someone give me context as to what the fuck just didn't? Why did it go red? Was that it in post? Fuck was that? Why did it have to cheat like that? Well, that makes Roman look a little ass, no? What the hell is that? The boo.
Happened. Yeah, Balor ended up losing the match because the top rope happened to break. Hundreds of wrestlers have used the top rope for decades with no issues, but it just happened to snap right before Finn Balor was supposed to win the match. This sounds like a storyline, like someone was trying to screw Finn out of the title. Well, the only thing that got screwed was the fans' intelligence. WWE literally said the top rope breaking was an act of God. Come on, don't drink.
Who said that? Who in the commentary opened their mouth to say, this is me right now? This is also me right now. This is a perfect, like, is he perfectly in the shot? Like, what the fuck did y'all do that? Yo, are you dead ass? Yo, restart that match. Like, fuck you talking about?
God into this.
What type of push, Lee? How the hell does that happen?
If that's an act of God, it's truly a miracle that fans didn't stop watching WWE altogether after seeing this. Now, that's a crazy way of retaining a championship. Here's an even more insane way someone
God would never cut the top rope for real. They must not know God's fucking finisher is definitely an elbow drop. Keep playing with him.
won a championship. In 2004, Chavo Guerrero was the Cruiserweight champion and worked alongside his father, Chavo Classic. On SmackDown, Chavo defended his title in a triple threat match involving himself, his dad, and Spike Dudley. While it was technically every man for himself, both Chavos worked together to take down Spike so the champ could retain his title. In the chaos though, Chavo Classic got shoved by Spike Dudley, causing him to land on top of Chavo Guerrero. This technically was a cover, so the referee counted and the champion did not kick out. Therefore, Chavo Guerrero lost the match and the belt to his father. What makes this even crazier is that the Guerreros actually have a history of unintentionally winning WWE championships. On Raw in 2000, Chyna was defending her Intercontinental Championship against Kurt Angle, as well as Eddie Guerrero. Chyna was Eddie's mamacita, so the match was really a 2-on-1 handicap match. However, Latino Heat's help would actually backfire. While the referee wasn't looking, Angle hit Chyna with the title belt. Eddie took care of Angle, then went to check on Chyna. Eddie Guerrero gave his mamacita a hug, which technically was a cover, so the referee counted the pin and awarded Guerrero the Intercontinental Championship.
What kind of convoluted ass? What the hell? Boy, if you don't give that belt back. That, that, that was so ugly. Mind you, Eddie is my number one above all. What the fuck was that?
Championship. Yep, one of the most prestigious titles in WWE history was won with a hug. Now, both of those victories were a bit silly, but this one was friggin' awesome. In 2002, William Regal found himself in a match with The Big Show. Of course, since Regal was going up against a giant, he was gonna need to get creative if he wanted to win. Regal decided to use Old Reliable, aka his signature brass knuckles. While William Regal successfully hit his target, the plan backfired when the unconscious giant fell on top of him, allowing Big Show to get the pinfall and victory.
Some pretty good slapstick though. I'll give him that. That's pretty tight. I like that. Don't do that again now, but I like it. See, don't ever try to emulate this again. It was cool once, don't do it again. Don't ever do it again.
I think this is the only time a wrestler has won a match while being KO'd. In 1998, Stone Cold Steve Austin was feuding with Vince and Shane McMahon. The rivalry saw Stone Cold become the CEO of WWE after Linda McMahon stepped down and named the Rattlesnake her successor. This ultimately led to a 2-on-1 handicap ladder match. Stone Cold fought both Vince and Shane with a briefcase hanging above the ring. Whoever grabbed it first would get 100% control of WWE. The McMahons did have their moments during the match, but Steve Austin dominated 90% of the contest. After he had his fun, Austin went for the briefcase, only for it to magically get raised out of his reach. Stone Cold was never able to grab the briefcase, and the McMahons won the match. The dumb part about this is that it was never explained who or what raised the briefcase, much less why someone did it. Maybe it was an act of God. Ooh. Now,
they should have definitely made it a thing to explain what the hell happened there. We could have got a crew member getting stunner. I'm always for someone else getting hit with a stunner. I'm always fine with that.
this is a pretty big brain move. On a June 2022 episode of SmackDown, the Usos were defending the Tag Team Championship against Matt Riddle and Shinsuke Nakamura. The King of Strong Style and the original Bro were tough opponents, but luckily, Jimmy and Jay had an honorary Us on their side. As the match was coming to an end, this happened.
Riddle, though, quick as the cat meets him up top.
Nope, it wasn't the Tribal Chief coming to the rescue, or an act of God, it was Sami Zayn. A shot from WWE's control room revealed that Sami Zayn played Roman's music to distract Matt Riddle. This allowed the Usos to make a quick tag and win the match. Well played, Sami. Now, this next match...
That's kind of cool. I don't think they do that often, right? Cut to the damn control room. Stop it. You cut that out. You cut that out, Sami. Stop it. Shakes fist.
Match involves R-Truth, so you know it's gonna be awesome. In early 2024, The Miz and R-Truth reunited and brought back their tag team, The Awesome Truth. The group had never won the tag team championship, but they had an opportunity to. On the March 18th, 2024 episode of Raw, The Miz and R-Truth were given a qualifying match for the undisputed WWE Tag Team Championship match at WrestleMania 40. Unfortunately, their opponents were Indus Sher. However, a bit of dumb luck would be just what Awesome Truth needed. After going at it, Miz and Truth managed to hit Veer with a double team skull crushing finale. However, Sanga then got involved, but during the chaos, Sanga elbowed Truth in the face, causing him to fall backward and unintentionally pin Veer to win the match. Usually, a wrestler uses their finishing move on their opponent. However, in this next match, a wrestler used their finishing move on themselves. At the 1980
Honey. Baby. Baby girl. Not both of y'all know. Both of y'all know. Come on. Stop that. Let's be real. Let's be real here. Both of y'all know damn well. Stop. Matter of fact, I'm not even gonna say that. God bless. God bless.
However, in this next match, a wrestler used their finishing move on themselves. At the 1998 Judgment Day pay-per-view, Mankind challenged the Intercontinental Champion, Ken Shamrock. Mankind, or McFoley, was a glutton for punishment, so everyone knew he would give it his all, but I don't think anyone expected this. Eventually, Ken Shamrock locked in his signature ankle lock. Mankind scratched and clawed to get out, but couldn't escape. Finally, Mankind decided to apply his submission finisher to himself, the Mandible Claw. Mrs. Foley's baby boy then made himself pass out, and Shamrock was
What the fuck? Did they ever do that again? What kind of shit is that? What the hell? What? My man put the mandible claw on himself and passed out. What is that? I refuse to tap. I must go on my own terms. This is the first. This is the first self-deletion I've. What the? Also, Ken Shamrock is the fucking man. I definitely had a Ken Shamrock action figure as a kid. He had the fucking bluest jean shorts you ever did see and a black shirt. I don't know what happened to it, but Ken Shamrock is the fucking man. Scary as hell.
Apply a submission finisher to himself, the mandible claw. Mrs. Foley's baby boy then made himself pass out, and Shamrock was awarded the victory. I'm pretty sure this is the only time in WWE history that a wrestler has won a match by his opponent making himself submit. When wrestlers say they'll do anything to win, I don't think this is what they mean. In 2018, Strowman was feuding with Kevin Owens. The rivalry was actually a lot of fun.
That team would have been
insane.
insane.
Face off in a steel cage match. KO actually came into the cage with a pretty smart plan. About halfway into the fight, Owens pulled out a pair of handcuffs and locked Braun Strowman to the ring rope. Unfortunately, Kevin Owens forgot that Strowman was a monster, and Braun snapped the handcuffs off. The two men then found themselves on top of the steel cage. All Strowman had to do was throw Kevin Owens down into the ring, and victory would be easy peasy. Instead, he did this.
Don't do it! Oh my God, no!
Okay, that was awesome, but since Kevin Owens touched the ground first, that meant he won.
My man said, "You wanna win? You trying to win, stupid? You wanna win, stupid?" Also, I think he hit his head on top of it. But that wasn't, I just got thrown off the steel cage, I'm dead. That was definitely, I hit the floor and I'm definitely writhing around in pain. It's shit. Is Kevin Owens okay? Oh yeah. Wolf, yeah. And I'll do it to you. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I definitely forgot his son's name. Yeah, see, yeah, that's Maricel right there. That's goddamn. That's whoa. Who booked this? Kevin woke up in the past. His birthday definitely got changed. I mean, that's got reincarnated.
Okay, that was awesome, but since Kevin Owens touched the ground first, that meant he won the match. God made Braun Strowman strong, but forgot to give him brain. Triple threat matches are pretty tough to win, since as soon as you knock down one opponent, the other one breaks up the pin. However, Shawn Michaels thought of a clever way around this. In 1997, HBK was in a three-way match with Psycho Sid and Bret Hart. Bret locked Sid in the sharpshooter, and that's when Shawn Michaels made his move.
That's actually a pretty sick finish. Also, this shit probably hurt for real. This shit probably hurt for real. This isn't me. It's like, I die, let me up. Why can't I do this in the games? Why not actually hope for the best? Let me fucking dive in from off screen.
That was pretty smooth, but this is even better. The main event of Raw in 2005 saw a massive 8-man tag team match. Shawn Michaels, along with Matt Hardy, John Cena, and Big Show, faced off against Edge, Kurt Angle, Chris Masters, and Snitsky. The match was chaotic, with bodies flying across the ring. Finally, though, Team HBK decided to put an end to it once and for all. Big Show chokeslammed Edge, and then was joined by John Cena, Matt Hardy, and Michaels on top. The 4-man pinfall got the job done, and
are you allowed to do that? What the fuck is that? What? Why haven't we been doing this the whole time? Shit. Why have we not bought this type of pin back? We gotta win. Survivor Series, we dusted everybody. Just cop on him. You can't get out. You cannot.
Team HBK decided to put an end to it once and for all. Big Show chokeslammed Edge, and then was joined by John Cena, Matt Hardy, and Michaels on top. The 4-man pinfall got the job done and allowed them to win the match. Now, you'll never guess how this match ended. In 2014, Dean Ambrose fought Bray Wyatt in a tables, ladders, and chairs match. The match was really good, but the finish was something else. After laying out Bray, Dean Ambrose grabbed a monitor and was gonna hit Wyatt with it. But then, the TV monitor suddenly exploded.
Ambrose, oh my God.
Now, what kind of cheap-ass TV? I never recall this, too. I was not pleased by this. What kind of cheap-ass TV just explodes in the sparks when you unplug it, by the way? If this was Goldberg, he wouldn't have sold that. You wouldn't. If this was Goldberg, you would have been breathing smoke. Dean Ambrose is not better than Goldberg. What's going on, even Art? What's going on, Leroy? Depends on how you unplug it. Shit. I'm about to be extra careful. None of my TVs ever did this. I ain't Dean Ambrose.
This blinded Dean Ambrose and allowed the Eater of Worlds to win. The explosion was kind of cool, but when was the last time you unplugged a TV and it exploded on you? Maybe it was an act of God. This next trick was so good, even
Oh my God, I remember that. The gross-ass, double-jointed nastiness. I need to see it again. I need to see it again. It's gross. It's ill. Ew, it's gross. Oh, God. Chrono. Oh, my God. Oh, it's that. Whoa.
so good, it even faked out fans. Test was one of the biggest and meanest wrestlers to ever compete in WWE, but even he was gonna have trouble when he fought Scott Steiner on Raw. Things got even worse once the match started. Test was going for a big boot, but missed and fell down. It was soon apparent that the man named after a school assignment had hurt himself.
What the hell?
It seemed legit as well, as the match came to a complete stop and a trainer was brought in to examine Test. The injury was so bad that Test was held out of the ring.
Wow.
But then, the entire thing was all a trick, and it paid off. Test won the match.
Why would this dickhead ref actually get down and count? Hello? Get it fit? Did we not throw up the X at what the? Okay. That was just hate. That big boot was pure hate.
And, per the match stipulation, got Stacy Keibler's.
No, my man's is not. What? Why is my man's really strolling out of there though? Did you see the ginger stroll?
And it paid off. Test won the match, and, per the match stipulation, got Stacy Keibler's services. Sometimes you gotta lose to win. In 1988, Taz was supposed to fight the ECW World Champion, Shane Douglas. However, Douglas got injured and couldn't compete. Taz was mad he couldn't challenge for the world title and decided to create his own championship in response, the FTW Championship. It was not an official belt, but Taz defended it like it was. Once Shane Douglas recovered, Taz was set to finally face the world champion. Before he did that though, Taz had to defend the FTW title against Sabu. Towards the end of the match, Taz put his opponent through a table. Even though Sabu was more than incapacitated, Taz had Sabu's legless body cover him. Since he knew he was going to be challenging for the world title, Taz no longer needed the FTW championship and gave it to Sabu. I'm not sure Sabu appreciated the gesture though. Extreme Rules matches are some of the best because anything can happen.
Oh, here we go. Kofi's going for it. Kofi kicks him. That's it.
There are a lot of unique ways to win a match where everything is legal. This makes it all the more baffling with how John Cena's match against Sabu ended. The match took place on a show called WWE vs. ECW, where
What? I did not remember John Cena wrestling Sabu. That's random. What? Okay.
the rosters of Raw and SmackDown took on the ECW roster. The main event was between WWE's John Cena and ECW's Sabu. The match was Extreme Rules, but it really lacked the extreme, with only one chair being used and no other weapons. What ruined the match though was the ending. John Cena had Sabu in the STF. However, the Big Show, who was part of ECW, ran in to save Sabu. This led to a huge brawl that ended the show. What made this so lame is that Big Show's interference caused Sabu to get disqualified.
Now, fine. What the fuck, Big Show? Can't do nothing right, man.
Big Show, newest member of ECW, the man that won the battle royal.
Yes, an Extreme Rules match ended via disqualification. The only thing that's crazier than that is what Rikishi would do before his matches. To find that out, watch the video on...
That's not a crazy thumbnail though. That's not a crazy thumbnail. Like, what are you insinuating? You just say about man just to go his shit before his matches? Like, what is that? No, Cinnamon, stop. No. Yo, ew. Dude, we're not adding a lore to the stink face that bro was actually in there with the shitty booty. No way. He's CFO. Ew. FFO. Got the uterus. Ew. If you guys would like to check out the original upload of this content, please click the top link in the description. If you want to react to content with us live on Twitch, you know where to find the link. I don't gotta baby you. Pull up, hang out. If you're looking for more content to watch, click one of the playlists we got, or check out your recommended. We're here. We got the content. You know how Arby's got the meats? We got the content. Click something. You might like it.